Seniors, stop taking these 3 vitamins. They are destroying your leg strength. As we age, it's natural to reach for vitamins and supplements in an effort to stay strong, energized, and independent. After all, we're told they support heart health, boost immunity, and improve vitality. But what if some of the most common vitamins, the very ones you might be taking every day, are quietly doing the opposite? What if they're actually weakening your legs, damaging your nerves, and slowly chipping away at your ability to move freely? For adults over 50, this is not just a theory, it's a growing concern backed by science. Excessive or unnecessary use of vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin B6 can lead to serious consequences, from muscle weakness and poor coordination to falls, fractures, and even permanent mobility loss. Let's start with vitamin E, often praised for its antioxidant properties and its supposed benefits for skin and heart health. But vitamin E is fat-soluble, which means it builds up in the body over time, especially when taken in large doses above 400 IU per day, as found in many over-the-counter supplements. For older adults, excess vitamin E can interfere with muscle metabolism and neuromuscular function. It may begin subtly, feeling slightly off balance, more tired than usual while walking, or having a bit more trouble rising from a chair. But these small signs can add up. Over time, leg strength may deteriorate, making falls more likely and independence harder to maintain. Additionally, vitamin E can thin the blood, which is dangerous for those already on anticoagulants, increasing the risk of bruising or internal bleeding from even a minor stumble. Next is vitamin A, which many seniors take for vision and immune support. While vitamin A is essential in moderation, too much, especially from multivitamins or cod liver oil, can accumulate in the liver and soft tissues, harming bone density and muscle health. Studies show that excessive vitamin A can accelerate bone loss, especially in the hips and legs, making fractures from simple falls more likely. Worse yet, it can weaken the muscles that stabilize your legs and joints, leading to fatigue, stiffness, and reduced mobility. Because the symptoms develop gradually, they're often mistaken for normal aging. Lastly, there's vitamin B6, commonly included in brain boosters and energy supplements. While B6 is crucial in small doses, high amounts, above 100 mg a day, can become toxic to your nerves. This can result in peripheral neuropathy, a condition where the legs feel numb, tingly, or not your own. For seniors, this loss of sensation and coordination can be devastating. Walking becomes more difficult, stairs more dangerous, and confidence starts to erode. The bottom line, not all vitamins are harmless, especially for those over 50. The assumption that more is better can be harmful when it comes to supplements. That's why it's essential to review your vitamin regimen with your doctor. Look for signs your body might be giving you. And remember, sometimes less truly is more. Why leg strength matters more than you think. As we age, maintaining lower body strength becomes one of the most important factors in staying independent. Your legs aren't just there to help you get around. They are the foundation of your mobility, your balance, and even your ability to perform everyday tasks. Getting out of bed, climbing stairs, shopping for groceries, or playing with your grandkids. If leg muscles begin to weaken gradually, as they do for many who unknowingly take excess fat-soluble vitamins, it doesn't feel like a dramatic collapse. It might start as occasional fatigue, then some instability, then a fall. But the long-term consequences can escalate quickly. According to the CDC, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among adults aged 65 and older, and more than 300,000 seniors are hospitalized every year for hip fractures alone. Most of those falls start with subtle loss of strength and balance, issues often linked to nutrient imbalances or undiagnosed nerve damage. How vitamin imbalances quietly contribute to decline. Fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E and vitamin A don't just pass through your system like vitamin C. They accumulate in your liver and fatty tissues. When taken in high amounts for months or even years, they can silently interfere with muscle metabolism and bone density. The result? A slow, almost invisible erosion of the very structures that keep you steady on your feet. Meanwhile, vitamin B6, even though it's water-soluble, behaves differently in high doses. Over time, excessive B6 can damage your peripheral nerves, the ones that help you feel your feet, respond to uneven surfaces, and maintain coordination. Many older adults attribute tingling, numbness, or shaky walking to getting older, when, in fact, it's sometimes a side effect of supplements taken in good faith. If these issues go unchecked, they compound. Weaker muscles mean slower reaction times. Reduced sensation increases the chance of missteps, and falls become more likely and fractures more severe, and recovery becomes harder and sometimes incomplete. One fall can lead to months in rehabilitation. For some, it means never returning to their previous level of independence. The emotional and lifestyle impact. The physical consequences are only half the story. When your legs weaken, your world begins to shrink. You may stop walking the dog, decline invitations, avoid travel, or fear leaving the house altogether. Your confidence takes a hit, and your quality of life suffers. You lose the joy of movement and the spontaneous freedom that makes daily life rich. Studies show that after a serious fall or mobility loss, many older adults experience increased risk of depression and anxiety, reduced social interaction, greater reliance on caregivers or family members, a sense of lost identity and control. What began as an invisible imbalance in your supplements can end up reshaping your entire lifestyle. It's not just aging, it's actionable. Here's the most important takeaway. This is not just aging. These aren't inevitable signs of growing old. They're warning signs that something is off and can be corrected. Many older adults are told, "That's just how it is," or "You're getting older, what do you expect?" But if the root cause is nutritional imbalance, especially from unnecessary or excessive vitamins, then it's absolutely within your control to make a change. And the sooner you do, the better. What you can do. Starting today. Take back control of your strength and independence. If you're over 50, you've probably already noticed how small changes in your body can impact your everyday life. Things like getting up from a chair, walking up the stairs, or keeping your balance while doing simple tasks. And if you've been learning about the hidden dangers of excessive or unnecessary vitamin supplements like vitamin E, A, and B6, you might be wondering, what can I actually do about it starting now? The good news is, there's plenty you can do. The even better news? It's never too late. Here's your practical, actionable guide to reclaiming your leg strength, improving your mobility, and protecting your independence, starting today. Step 1. Review your supplement routine. Knowledge is power. Take a few minutes to go through your medicine cabinet. Look closely at your daily multivitamin, energy boosters, or any individual supplements you take. Ask yourself, am I taking more than 400 IU of vitamin E daily? Is my multivitamin providing excess vitamin A? Am I getting more than 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 per day? If you don't know, check the labels. Many over-the-counter products contain doses far above what's needed, and even what's considered safe for older adults. And remember, fat-soluble vitamins like A and E don't leave your body quickly. They build up over time. What to do? Write down every supplement you take, including the dosage. Bring this list to your next doctor's appointment for a full review. Step 2. Talk to the right healthcare provider. Not all doctors specialize in geriatric care. And unfortunately, many older adults receive one-size-fits-all advice that doesn't take into account how aging affects vitamin absorption, bone density, or nerve sensitivity. What to do? Ask your provider for a full nutrient panel, including vitamin levels, not just basic blood work. Be clear about symptoms you might have brushed off, like leg weakness, tingling, or balance issues. Don't be afraid to ask questions like, is this supplement still appropriate for my age and condition? Your doctor should help you determine which supplements are helping, which are unnecessary, and which might actually be doing harm. Step 3. Prioritize nutrition over pills. Your body prefers to get nutrients from real food, not capsules. In fact, when nutrients come from whole foods, they're usually better balanced, more bioavailable, and less likely to cause side effects. Foods that support strong legs and healthy nerves include leafy greens, spinach, kale, high in magnesium and vitamin K. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, rich in natural vitamin D and omega-3s. Eggs and dairy, great sources of B12 and vitamin D. Legumes and nuts contain B vitamins and healthy fats that support nerve function. What to do? Try incorporating more of these foods into your meals. Instead of relying on supplements, see how much you can get from your plate first. Use supplements only to fill the gaps, not as your main source. Step 4. Move more, sit less. Even the best nutrition won't help if your muscles aren't being used. Prolonged sitting and inactivity are some of the biggest contributors to muscle loss, poor circulation, and weaker bones. What to do? Set a timer to get up every 30 to 60 minutes, even just for a short walk around the room. Incorporate leg strengthening exercises into your day. Things like squats, using a chair for support, leg lifts, or seated marches. Aim for at least 150 minutes of light to moderate activity per week, as recommended by the CDC. So try balance exercises like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe to improve coordination and prevent falls. Even 10-minute movement breaks a few times a day can make a big difference. Step 5. Stay hydrated and get some sun. Dehydration can lead to leg cramps and fatigue, while a lack of sunlight can contribute to vitamin D deficiency, especially in adults over 50. What to do? Drink at least 6 to 8 cups of water daily, adjusting for your activity level and any medical conditions. Aim to get 15 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight on your arms and legs 3 to 4 times a week, preferably between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And if sunlight is limited where you live, ask your doctor about using a vitamin D lamp or adjusting your supplement dosage. Step 6. Make one change today. Just one. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. In fact, small, consistent steps are often more effective than dramatic changes that are hard to maintain. Maybe today, you remove one supplement you no longer need. Replace a pill with a plate of real food. Take a short walk after lunch. Call your doctor to schedule a nutrient check. Each of these choices adds up, and each one helps you take back control of your strength, your confidence, and your ability to move freely through life. A message of wisdom from a seasoned senior. You're stronger than you think. Let me speak to you not as a doctor, not as a health coach, but as someone who's walked many of the same roads you have. I'm in my 80s now, and I've lived through wars, lost people I loved, built a family, and watched the world change in ways I never imagined. But some of the most powerful lessons I've learned came not from the big moments, but from the quiet ones. There was a time when I started to believe that slowing down was just part of aging, that it was normal to feel weak in my legs, to hesitate before climbing stairs, or to avoid outings because of a fear of falling. People told me it was just getting older, and for a while, I accepted that. But here's the truth. There's a big difference between aging and giving up, between growing older and growing weaker, and you, my friend, still have a choice. The turning point came when I started asking questions, not just about my symptoms, but about my habits. I looked at the vitamins I was taking, the hours I spent sitting, and the foods on my plate. I realized that some of the things I believed were healthy were slowly chipping away at my strength and independence. That was a wake-up call. The good news? It's never too late to change. I started moving more, cut out supplements I didn't need, and worked with a doctor who understood older bodies. Little by little, my balance improved. My legs felt steadier, and something else changed too. I felt hopeful again. If you're reading this and you've been feeling tired, off balance, or worried about losing your mobility, please don't ignore it. But also, don't fear it. These moments are signals. They're your body's way of saying, I need a little more care now. And you have the power to give it. You are not helpless. You are not too old to improve. You are not defined by a number on your birth certificate. What defines you is the wisdom you've gained, the strength you've shown, and the choices you make today. Let go of the pressure to do everything at once. Start with one step, one decision that says, I'm choosing strength. I'm choosing to keep going. That could mean asking your doctor a question, taking a short walk, or making one better food choice today. Whatever it is, it matters. So here's my message to you. You still have time. You still have strength. And your story isn't over. It's just entering a new, wiser chapter. Walk it proudly. And don't ever forget, you're still in charge. An uplifting final message. Your best years are still ahead. Growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser. With every year comes experience, perspective, and the power to make more informed, intentional choices. If you've been feeling a little off, unsteady on your feet, or just not quite like yourself, know this. You're not alone, and it's not too late to take control. Today, you've learned that even well-meaning habits, like taking certain vitamins, can quietly chip away at your strength. But you've also learned something far more important. You have the power to change the path forward. Your legs, your balance, your independence, these aren't luxuries. They are your foundation for living the life you love. And by paying attention to what your body needs now, by asking questions and making small shifts, you can protect that freedom for years to come. So take that walk. Review your routine. Trust your instincts. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Because the strength you protect today is the freedom you'll enjoy tomorrow. If you find this video useful, remember to press the like button. This really helps us bring you more valuable content. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Questions or topics you want us to cover next. We would love to hear from you. Of course, press the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health tips and insights. Stay updated, stay healthy, and we will see you again in the next video.